Okay, so continuing, this is May 14th, 2020, on with the theme of Barr. I'm now looking at from his perspective of how things will go for him. How does his is he able to continue to work for Trump? I'm looking at that. I want to see what the window is. Oh, we have a visit from Bear. Hi. Please don't destroy my setup. Oh, we have to give some love to the bear. Oh, say hi, Bear. Hi. Don't knock over the camera, please. Oh, I don't think they want to see your bottom. Um, can we just go this way? You can lay here, but I need to do the cards. Okay. Thank you. I hope you will understand what I'm trying to do. All right, so we want to look and see at the longevity of Barr's job at this point, basically. How goes it? Don't mess with Madame Marie Laveau. Bearina. Bears, please. Respect. She's a very curious kitty cat. Can you lay down? Can you lay down, please? Oh, you're, okay. Let's see now. Thank you, Bear. Good girl. Yes, you can chew on that. You can play with that ribbon. How goes it for Barr? We're going to look at from his point of view. So we're going to ask the spirit of justice and truth, our ancestors, spirit of the tarot. How goes it for Barr from here on out? Is he going to be able to continue to do business as usual, or is there going to be a change and he's not able to do that anymore? What can you show us? Okay. My voice today is so scratchy. I must apologize. You guys, part of the reason why I'm having this is because I'm very sensitive to the tape that they use. I know that sounds crazy, but I have little blisters from the tape that has to be used. I'm very sensitive to adhesives. And so I really think some of this is also just as a result of that. My body is producing a lot of histamines. Okay. Now, Barr. How goes? Thanks for it. Okay. Well, we've got a new start with an Ace of Wands. New activity. Okay. And what's crossing him is, I think, him trying to block his activity from being scrutinized with the Two of Swords. He's trying to keep people from being able to look too closely at what he's been involved in. There are certain deals, I think, that he has yet to, I don't know, fulfill for Trump in some way. And with that ace, but it could also symbolize the beginning, the real beginning of him having to go on a defensive mode because there's going to be more pressure, I believe, on him now to provide information. Yeah, he has the Hanged Man as his basis. So he's been able to stall, to delay, but I think also he's going to be one of those people whose head's on the chopping block, like a sacrifice, if you will. And the moon is what crowns him. So we get cover up, we get clandestine, secret activity, we get shadiness, and we get a lot of skeletons in the closet too, that I think are going to be somehow found out. There's exposure on that. The basis of which is this isn't just like shady work. It's like, and skeletons in the shady work. There's so much criminality. Justice has and is in their face, and perhaps more recently of late, especially with Judge Emmett and wanting Barr looked at more closely. That's in the recent past. This is him trying to keep them from being able to, but it's a challenge to him. He's going to be very challenged to keep them out of information that they believe is not justified. So there is the Queen of Cups. Even with a different deck, I get the Queen of Cups. Now, this is typically Ivanka for me. I don't know if she's going to come out and make some kind of distraction or fuss or that. I don't know. I don't know if this isn't Ivanka and this is a female that is maybe connected toward the investigation end or Trump cabinet in some way. I am looking at Barr. So, interestingly enough, when I looked at Trump, I got her too. And it was with an entirely different deck of cards. She's in the near future. Barr's attitude on this is very telling of being out in the cold. That he'll be out in the cold. Of being outside of Trump's ability to impede or obstruct or protect him. There's something about that. And there's, with this Five of Pentacles, there's also money, financial issues, and I think money that may have, especially where it would go to help our public, and our poorer, people. It's not been perhaps put there, but there, to me, this shows that he knows that there are financial irregularities that are significant. and things that he has done work-wise that are not okay. He knows it. In the environment, here we go with the 10 again. Wheel of Fortune. This is significant, people, because what is happening in this new era that we're in is that it's beginning to shift on people like Trump and Barr, where they've gotten away, and generations of their fathers have gotten away with such fraud and abuse of power. But this is a new time, folks. And it has to do karmically with what has gone on in the past, what people have done, and what are the consequences that await them. These are the secrets that I believe Barr hopes to be able to keep. There's just so much that is thinly veiled. If you want to know the truth, you wouldn't have to scratch too deeply to be able to unravel their shenanigans, in my opinion. There is but a veil that is between them. And there's a whole lot of secrets. There's a whole lot of skeletons in the closet. And bricked up. Truly, this has got to be one of the most, I believe, will go down in history as one of the most criminal in the history of the United States. End result card. Are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready. The Magician. The Magician. Still seeking to trick, to parry with words and semantics. But I think that, I think the curtain may be revealed upon Trump's director. He's the man behind the curtain for Trump, doing the brain. Okay. Let's just remain open, see what this looks like. I hope it isn't that he can pull more shenanigans. Nope. This is someone who is put through a demanding series of hurdles. And they're kind of worn out. They're fatigued. They're so busy trying to find, they have to do so much work to make excuses or alternative story to try to justify what they've done, which is just absurd. It just, it won't stack up. It's just like, and that's not a good enough excuse. So this puts a lot of pressure on them. Yeah, look. Confinement. 8 of Swords. They feel trapped, feel caught. Like they can't talk themselves out of this. That's how Barr's going to feel. Like he can't talk his way out of it. He can't bargain his way out of it. He's going to feel pretty helpless. helpless to help Trump, and I think he's going to feel like Trump is probably helpless to help him. He's in a waiting position. And Trump's certainly not smart enough without him. And maybe finally Barr will be out of ideas. I don't know. They gotta go. They have to go. You know, they're just caught. And I don't think that they will be able to, at the end of the day, whatever defense that they give for their actions, I just don't think it's going to be enough. I just don't think it's going to be enough. And it's like, no, sorry, here's the door. Pack up your, stuff. You're going to have to face consequences. You're not going to be in office anymore. Yeah. Now, in the Haunted House Tarot, this is Temperance. As I said, there is a backstory with this particular tarot. And this is a bartender, and she's mixing a drink. So the idea is still the same, that you have to have things in the right measurement, in the right combinations to turn out okay. And it looks, to be the right balance. Because if you don't have that, it's just not going to work. It's lacking. And I think because there is something lacking there, they're going to be very defensive of it. Barr and them will be very defensive of it. And because they're in a corner, they're going to become more cornered. As more judges and people say, you need to answer to the consequences. This is not, your reply is not a reply that is one that gives justifiable reason. I think they will track activities overseas. They're going to look at his plans. All the stuff he has been doing. There's record, of a repertory activity. And I think this activity that they're looking at, that they're tracking, is very telling. Will be very telling. So I just don't think that Barr is going to get away with not having to give some information. I see him, once again, final end result card is the Nine of Wands. He's going to, I think, have to answer to a very demanding set of questions or account, because he's going to feel fatigued, not and at the very least by having to defend himself from people demanding account from him. I think he's just going to, his brain will be just like fresh out of ideas of alternate narrative that he can give to excuse why he was doing this, that, or the other. All right? So let's see how that goes. All right. I hope you're all having a good day. Oh, I forgot to tell you in the last video. I'm going to... Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did tell you. I'm so sorry. I will be... oh, yes, I did say it. in the next week or so, I will be undergoing a surgical procedure. It's more intensive cleaning of my wound that's been very hard to heal. This major one. The other ones are okay. They're looking more healed. It's just this big one. So there's a lot of undermining. So I'm trying to avoid the hospital thing. And I want to thank you all. I can't tell you how much it means, or I'll get all mushy and need a toilet paper roll because I don't have any tissues anymore. But thank you so much for your prayers and your patience. Above all, the prayers mean they do mean a lot to me. They really do, because I believe in it. And your patience and your kindness, just so appreciated. And I just love you guys. I really do. That, I know that sounds corny, and sometimes I don't like it when I hear other people that have channels go, I love you. You can tell the sincere from the like insincere. I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of like, I'm super. I don't know. Like when Linda G says that she loves you, she actually does. She actually does, you guys. And there's certain other people are sincere. Like I think Cash Peters is sincere too. I like him. But I want you to know that I'm sincere, and I don't like saying that kind of thing. But you guys have really truly touched my heart, and in a very positive way. And I think in a world right now that's so difficult and stuff, just stop for a moment and just take a look at the goodwill and feel good for a moment. We're in a hard battle, guys, but you know what? We're gonna win. So I want you guys to take a deep breath. Make sure you take time for yourselves also. The universe has put me on my, literally on my, well, off my duff for a reason. And partially my own problem was not, I was taking care of a sick cat, and that's what got me all started getting the pressure sores. Before Bear, I had a 19-year-old cat, and she was dying. And that was back in September, right around the time of my birthday. So since last September, I've been fighting this, and it, got worse. But I know I'm going to get better, and I feel it. And I feel it, and it feels better when I can look out and I can go, yes, because I can see you guys is making comments that are so, supportive. And I know I'm blathering on here a bit, but, just click off if you're not interested. I just want to tell my subscribers you're so appreciated. Thank you. And thank you, Patty B, for being such a never, just as a font of support. And I love you guys. Thanks. And oh yeah, Barr, that guy. Well, bit of a spot of trouble, as they say.